Hello and welcome to G Fun Facts Online. What if I told you that some of history's greatest secrets aren't buried under sand, but are submerged under miles of water? Beneath the waves lies a silent, frozen world, home to the remnants of ancient cities, forgotten trade routes, and ships that vanished into the deep. This is the incredible world of underwater archaeology, a scientific discipline that's less about treasure hunting and more about time travel. Today, we're diving deep to uncover the secrets of our own past. The human fascination with the deep is ancient, but turning that curiosity into a science is a relatively new thing. The game really changed in the mid-20th century, with the invention of the aqualung by the legendary Jacques Cousteau and Émile Gagnon. For the first time, scientists could breathe underwater with freedom, becoming part of the world they wanted to study. A key figure, often called the father of underwater archaeology, was George F. Bass. In 1960, he led the first ever complete scientific excavation of an ancient shipwreck off the coast of Turkey. This wasn't a salvage mission, it was a meticulous archaeological dig, proving that the same rigorous methods used on land could be applied to the challenging underwater environment. So how do modern archaeologists even find these sites? The search often starts in the library, poring over ancient texts and maritime charts for clues. But then, the high-tech hunt begins. They use side-scan sonar, which creates detailed images of the seafloor, revealing strange shapes that could be shipwrecks. They use magnetometers to detect the magnetic signature of large iron objects, like cannons or engines. And sub-bottom profilers use sound waves to see structures that are completely buried under layers of mud and sand. Once a site is found, the digital age takes over. Remotely operated vehicles, or ROVs, become the archaeologists' eyes and hands, especially in waters too deep or dangerous for humans. But one of the most stunning new tools is 3D photogrammetry. By taking thousands of overlapping photos, computers can stitch together a perfectly accurate, photorealistic 3D model of an entire shipwreck. This allows scientists to virtually excavate the site back on land, and lets all of us take a virtual dive to explore these incredible submerged worlds. Now, excavation itself is a slow, painstaking process. It's actually a last resort, since the best way to preserve a site is often to leave it right where it is. But when a dig is necessary, archaeologists use tools like underwater vacuum cleaners, called dredges or airlifts, to gently waft away sediment, revealing the artifacts beneath. The reason these sites are so precious is the incredible state of preservation. The cold, dark, low-oxygen environment of the deep sea acts like a natural refrigerator, slowing down decay. Materials like wood, leather, and even textiles, which would almost never survive on land, can be found in pristine condition. This makes shipwrecks invaluable time capsules. Take the Nanhai one, a Song Dynasty shipwreck found off China. It yielded over 180,000 artifacts, including tons of porcelain, completely rewriting our understanding of the ancient maritime Silk Road. Or the Uluburun shipwreck, from the late Bronze Age, found off Turkey. Its cargo came from at least 7 different cultures, proving just how connected the ancient world really was. And it's not just ships. Entire cities have been lost to the sea. Pavlopetri, in Greece, is the oldest known submerged city in the world, with a complete town plan dating back 5,000 years. Parts of the Egyptian city of Thonis Heracleion and the Roman resort town of Baiae are being explored right now. In China, the ancient city of Xicheng was intentionally flooded for a dam in 1959 and now lies perfectly preserved as an underwater metropolis. But perhaps the most critical part of this whole process happens when an artifact leaves the water. After centuries in a stable environment, exposure to air can be catastrophic. Waterlogged wood can warp and crack. Iron can disintegrate into a pile of rust. So conservation is everything. Every single piece must be kept wet until it reaches a lab, where a long, expensive process of removing salt and replacing the water with a stabilizing wax like polyethylene glycol begins. It can take years to conserve just one object. The future for underwater archaeology is as vast as the ocean itself. New AI is helping to analyze the enormous amounts of data collected, and robotics will allow us to go deeper for longer than ever before. We have explored less than 5% of the ocean floor. Who knows what other stories, what other lost worlds are waiting to be discovered? So next time you look out at the ocean, remember that beneath the waves lies a silent museum, holding the keys to our shared human story. Thanks for tuning in to G Fun Facts Online.